I'm so excited for Friday, and we're getting close to the real season. I was really, really impressed with the turnout we had for an exhibition game. So that's exciting, and it's so wonderful to play in front of fans, not like 100, just family members, but to have 6,000 people and remember what McHale feels like. And I don't think that's anything yet. Just it's going to be different with real games, but it's a totally different atmosphere, and just the vibe and the energy here is just it's just incredible.
So what do you want to see this week?
From the fans.
No,
Uh,
from your team.
okay,
From the fans
from the
too.
fans, a lot of noise. Our crowd is electric, so obviously I want to us we play hard for our fans, so I want them to have fun and understand the exhibition. It's to work so many different lineups, showcase the talent we have, and give everybody an opportunity. And then for our team, we're still figuring out lineups and who plays well together. There's just so many different combinations, and we have a lot of depth. So for our team, it's getting better. So we should look better than we did last week, and then just progressing, and we're adding stuff, and getting prepared to play real games, which is coming up really fast. You're going to see a lot of people playing in different combinations because this is when we do it. But I think that you'll see different combinations playing together, which is what we're intentionally doing to just see different lineups, because I think we can play in a lot of different ways. And I've never had that problem, so that's a great problem to have. But it's also challenging because there's a lot of people and a lot of really good players. So I think that's the challenge as a coach. And nowadays I think this generation of players is really different than when we played. Like when we played, it wasn't even a thought transferring. It was like you would never do that. Now it's like people want immediate gratification, and they're not going to wait things out and work it out. So, I hope that our freshmen, we're a good team, and understand it's a process. It's a learning process. It takes time. And, I'm super excited about Gisela, Anna Gret, Maddie, Nettie. They're players that can be huge impact players in the future. And I'm just excited to coach them and coach them up and, give opportunities when we can.
Your thoughts on Sam and Kate being recognized on the media preseason all-conference list?
I think that's incredible. I'm not surprised. But I'm glad that Sam is getting recognition now. It took a long time. It took a long time for her to be recognized defensively. So I think it's pretty amazing she's being recognized on both ends. And what's even better is that off the court, she's she has the Elite 90 award, and I want her to be an academic All-American and continue to do amazing things that have never been done in this program. But she deserves everything. She works hard. She's our captain. She's great for our culture. So I'm excited when I saw that, but not surprised. I'm just happy people recognize her talents. And then Kate Reese. Kate Reese is a hard worker. She's, this is her 4th year. She's also was just named captain. So Sam and her will be our captains to lead us this year. And I'm not surprised, but I'm glad that she has that recognition. She works for it. She wants it. She wants to be great, and she demands all of that of herself. And I think that's one of the reasons why she's going to lead our team so well.
This off season, you've done a lot of like TikToks and with yourself and the girls on the team.
I've only done a couple. I haven't, not a lot.
I've counted like 4.
Oh yeah, 4. That's not a lot. They do like 5 a day. Kids do 5 a day, but okay.
So what usually it used to just be like a team thing. The girls would do it. Why have you kind of been a part of it now?
Well, usually I don't really know what's trending because I don't really go on TikTok, but they'll say, like, someone from our staff will say, I want you to do this. I'm like, okay. And so I do it in 5 seconds. And well, the funny thing is last week, so for me, TikTok is not easy. It's like all these like moves you have to memorize. Like, I don't know how they do it. They probably spend more time doing that than studying half the time, all the kids nowadays, but it takes time to rehearse it. So we were doing this TikTok at practice. They said, oh, coach, we want you to do a TikTok with us. I was like, okay. And usually I can't do it because it's like dancing. I'm not a good dancer. But they had us rehearse this thing, and it was pretty easy. So we rehearsed like 10 times, and all the players were behind us, and they did it. And then they were like, okay, we're ready to record it. And then when we recorded, I kind of heard it quiet behind me, so only the coaches did it, and the players like stood, like and didn't do anything. So it was a joke, but it was actually pretty funny because we were into it in the front, and they didn't do it. So they play tricks on us. I think the fans like it. But usually it's just like them asking, hey, we want you to do this. Like walk. I can't believe like 30,000 people saw me walk with a boa and look like ridiculous. Like it's just fun and funny, but I don't even know how to really use TikTok. I have an account, but like I don't know how to follow people or follow. I don't really go on it. I don't have time for that.
Getting back to the freshmen, I mean, when you were first building, you were able to give them immediate time in meaningful games. How has your coaching changed and the way you deal with freshmen now that that's not such a big thing?
Yeah, so I think when I first came here, we weren't as good, so we were getting good players that could like be impactful right away. I think as your program progresses, like ours has, it's harder because you're going against veteran guards. So if you're a 3-player coming in and Sam's here, you're playing against a 5-year senior. And even if you're more talented, it's the experience, which you can't teach. Like I'm a different coach than I was 5 years ago. So I think that you have so much to learn. Usually coming from high school, you're learning a completely different offensive system. You're learning a completely different defensive system, and that takes time. So I think that if you look at the top programs in the country, it's rare that a freshman comes in and is a huge impact. Now, the type of kids that we're recruiting now, it's a possibility. Like we haven't signed this player yet, so I can't say the name, but we have a couple players next year that can be immediate impact players. So it does a couple things. It raises the level of the current players because they have an advantage from being here. They have to get better. And then it also, your program's evolving. If it's hard for the freshmen to come in here and play. We just, if you look at Sam, when she came in, we weren't good, so she was able to play right away and make an impact. And I think now we're recruiting players that can get us over the hump. So we're a good team. We're not great yet. We haven't won championships yet. So the players we're recruiting are the players that can get us past that threshold. And I'm hoping to bring players in, and the players we're signing in a couple days are players that can help us win a championship. And so I think that's what I talked about before, that interesting area where you're competing against the elite programs, but you need those players to get you over the hump. Now, for me, the rankings and all that stuff doesn't matter. It's who fits with us on and off the court. But usually those are top kids. And of course, you always want the best of the best. You want like great culture kids and great kids, and we have a couple of them already. We have 3 of them that we're signing, but there's another one that we're going after really hard. And I think that with the players we have a chance to win a championship. And I think with the addition of the other player, we'll have a really good chance. But it's hard to win, and it takes a lot of the stars have to be aligned to win a championship. I feel like a lot of things have to go right. The culture, the matchups. There's so many factors, but hopefully we'll have opportunities in the near future. Those are the players we're trying to get that can and also recruiting the players that want to come here to win a championship. They want to do something different that maybe can go to UConn or Stanford or wherever. But they say, no, I'm going to go to Arizona and put them on the map, just like how Ari came here, just like why Kelsey Plum went to Washington. They want to do it, and they believe that they can do it. And so those are the kind of kids I'm recruiting.
When you look at that point guard position, Shanna Pellington had a lot of assists, played some great defense. What's an area of her game you want her to improve upon heading into Friday?
I think that right now she's playing the way she should. She's distributing the ball well. She's running our team well. She's calling the right offenses. She's playing pressure defense. I think that she's one of the best athletes in the country. She is a freak athlete, like we say. She's a freak athlete. She'll do some amazing things. You're like, wow. So I think for her, just having that mentality where she can shut people down and she can guard tightly anybody in the country. So extracting that from her and letting her know she has the ability to do that. And she has been doing that, but doing that consistently, which I think she's done a good job. Running our team well. I think she's great at getting to the rim, passing the shooters. I think she's done a good job at that. Last game, the shots she's worked on all summer, they didn't fall last game, but I've been watching her. They've been falling all summer with the World Championship, with the Olympics. So that's not something I worry about. I don't care that she missed those shots because she has worked to take those shots, and those are shots she'll make. And I'm telling you, she'll make them this year. So for me, the fact she took them and missed them, I don't care. Because when you work at something and you do it every day, you've earned the right to take those shots. And I think that, for Shayna, sometimes it can be mental. Because if I'm playing Shayna, she's fast, I'm going to step off her too. Just like Ari. You didn't press Ari. You were like, okay, I would rather you try to beat me, and she'd still beat people. Shayna can do the same thing. So I think an area just to improve is her shot, but she doesn't have to become a shooter. She can just get consistent at hitting some shots, and she'll be fine, but she can do that right now. So I think you'll see her do that. But think about Ari last year. There was a period in the year she was cold. But then, like, her work showed in the tournament. In the tournament, when it counted, all that work all year, those shots fell. And I think it's just a process. And when you put in the work, you get the confidence and you have the repetition and the muscle memory. And Shayna's going to continue to work on that work. She's working every day. So I think she's going to do great.
How do you keep her from pressing, like, feeling like she needs to be Ari?
I think that, I think we don't talk about that. It's not, I don't want that for anybody in the program. Ari's Ari. Ari's amazing. I hope to recruit some more Aries, but like right now, I recruited Shayna and I love Shayna. I want Shayna to be the best version of Shayna. I never will compare Shayna, because they're two totally different players in two totally different games. So I'll never compare Ari to Shayna. But I think like defensively, she can do a lot of the same things. But like it's all about Shayna and what I expect from her and what I want her to be, and giving her the confidence to grow into her own and have her own identity. And like I don't want Kate to be anybody else. I don't want Nettie to come be Kate. Like I don't want anybody to be Sam. It's like I want them to be their best, not be compared to anybody. Like it's like comparing me to someone else. Like I don't want that. Like I want my own story, and I want them to feel comfortable in their own skin and just evolve to be the best like women on and off the court they can be. And if I were to compare her and put that pressure on her, I think it's unnecessary. And I don't think it's conducive to success. So I want Shayna to be Shayna, and I want her to leave her Canadian mark here in Arizona and be awesome. And she can be. Shayna is so different than she was last year. And she's a pleasure to coach. She's working hard. The Olympics has changed her, and I'm so glad to see that. So I love being a part of that growing process. To watch how Sam has came along, how Ari evolved, to watch Shayna now, and to watch Kate and Bendu. It's fun for me, and it's fun to be a part of their story, and in a positive way. So I like that process.
Why was getting Taylor Chavez from Oregon in the transfer portal significant?
It was significant because when I looked at our deficits last year, there was one thing we all know, everybody in the country knows, we didn't shoot the ball well. We didn't have shooters. We had people that can shoot, like Sam's a great shooter, Kate can shoot, but we did not have shooters. So I think just being able to spread the floor and add shooters, so we have like 5 shooters now. So Taylor was really critical because she enabled us to spread the floor, and Shane is very fast to get into the rim. So when we can open up the floor, we open up lanes. We have size inside, so you can't double. So it was really important to our success. I think you have to be able to shoot the ball to win championships, and we already have the defensive foundation. And so now we know she can shoot, and she has experience. She's won before. She came from a winning culture. So I think all those things made her right, and she's a perfect fit for us. I love coaching her.
She said she was waiting when she entered the transfer portal. She was waiting for you guys to call. So how quickly did it? When that phone call happened, it was quick. Was it easy to just convince her to come?
Yeah, I think she was looking at a school that was a lot further away. And she wasn't like looking to come back to Arizona. I knew she just wanted to leave Oregon, but I didn't really talk about those things because to me that was irrelevant. It was just like, hey, I want you, and it was great. Our conversation was, she told me that, and I was like, that's awesome, because that was great to hear, and good that she wanted to be a part and watched us in the tournament. So I think that was special. And you, like, as a coach, you don't want to beg people to come. Like, I don't do that. I want people that like are intrinsically motivated, that want to come to Arizona and be a part of it, and like are motivated to do it. Not like, oh, I have to go to Arizona, but no, I want to go there and help them win. And that's how we play. That's how we recruit. And I got that feeling with her. She was talking about how she watched us and what she loved about what we did. And I love the fact that she loved that and wanted to be a part of that. And I had that same feeling with Araya and Coy. And those are the type of kids you want in your program. They like feel something special when they watch our team and want to be a part of it and want to come here to like add to that. And I think Taylor does that. And if you saw last game, she will do that. And she will be very important for us this year. And so, and then when you have the other pieces where you're a great kid, a great teammate, it's just an addition to that. Because I'm never going to take a player that wants to be here and doesn't add to our value on the court and off the court. And she does. So I was happy that she wanted to come here and excited that she chose us.
Just a quick update. I was wondering, will Coy be available to play Friday?
Yeah, she will. She's been practicing every day. We had the off day the day after the game, then she practiced the next day. Obviously, her lips a little swollen, but yeah, she's fine. But it's funny because all these years as a coach, I've never seen someone get hit and it almost split through. Because usually it would be real. It didn't look like it was that hard until I saw the blood. So yeah, she had to get stitches. So that's one of those things where you don't get the flu shot till you get the flu. And after you get the flu, like me, you get the flu, and I will never not get the flu shot. So you don't wear a mouthpiece. Players hate mouthpieces. After you get hit or something like that, she's gonna always wear a mouthpiece, I'm sure. So it's one of those things, and I don't know why kids don't wear mouthpieces nowadays, but I think some more people might now.
Do we have any more questions for Coach Barnes?
No. All right, guys, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Adia.
And then